10 million, 30 million, 50 million, 70 million, 80 million, 100 million. So about 6 months ago, I made a video talking about how the PlayStation 4 sold 90 million consoles worldwide. And back then, I was super impressed by that, mainly because up until this point, even like Nintendo, no Nintendo console except for the Wii, the original Wii, has sold over 1 million consoles. The Nintendo, they've done very well. The Game Boy and also the Nintendo DS, both of those handhelds have sold over 100 million units. But as far as consoles go, I have no doubt that the Switch will probably reach over 100 million. But I was really impressed back then, and I knew it was just a matter of time before the PS4 sold 100 million consoles. Well, it's official. We have done it. The gamers around the world have picked up the PS4. The PS4, as you know, is a huge smash hit, and it has sold over 100 million systems, which is really, really impressive. The PS1 sold over 100 million consoles. The PS2 is actually the best-selling console of all time. I think it's sold over 150 million consoles. PS1 sold crazy, but the PS3 got to around 90 million, I believe, almost made 100 million. PS3 sold very, very well, but here we are, not even 6 years into, almost 6 years for the PS4, and 100 million consoles have been sold. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of games have been sold for this console. Lots of people, this generation has been very different in the sense that, a lot of people bought digital games on the PS3, obviously, but I think for the most part it was physical copies that people bought. But now for some of these games that are coming out, a lot of people, of course, are still buying physical games, but now a lot of people are buying digital games, even if it's available physically. But I just wanted to make this video also due to something different, not just to go, hey, we reached this milestone. Many of you know I have lived in California for the past, so I've lived there all my life, but I've lived in Napa for over 20 years. And I recently moved to the Nashville area in Tennessee. I'm here in Tennessee, just moved in last Friday. And I've been here for a few days trying to get moved in. Really excited to be making video. This is my office. I'm just getting all my games together, and I've gotten all my games boxed up, and I wanted to do something a little different. Since the PS4 has been doing so well, I want to go over a few games. Here's a box of this is most of my PS4 games, and I just wanted to open up this box. This is from the moving pod that I had sent here. Just go over some of the games, and obviously these aren't going to be all the games and all the exclusives or important titles for the PS4, but guys, let me know in the comment section what some of your favorite PS4 titles have been. Okay, so obviously PS4 has done very well with exclusives like Horizon Zero Dawn. That has been a huge hit. Really happy that that one got made. I've got here the Steelbook. I've got Uncharted 4, PS4 exclusive, sold very, very well. Huge system seller. This is another Steelbook. This is for God of War, and this one, what cannot be said that hasn't already been said about God of War. This one was it's just so well received by the gaming community. Really, really awesome. And so those are some really great ones. And then we have a lot of remasters, but a lot of them were really important. We have like The Last of Us, which I actually never played The Last of Us on the PS3, and I first experienced it on the PlayStation 4. And I think that's one of the great things about the PlayStation 4 is with a lot, I know it might seem that sometimes there's way too many remasters, but I think the great thing is there were a lot of people that owned an Xbox 360 that did not own a PS3. that ended up picking up a PS4, and so they were able to experience games like this for the very first time, which is really cool. Let's see here, any other, oh, well, of course we got remasters like Final Fantasy X, X2, HD. You know, this one of course has been out on a bunch of different platforms, but it's on the PS4, both games. You've got RPGs like Dragon Age Inquisition, which really shined on the PlayStation 4 console, ran at a great frame rate, a really epic experience RPG. And as we're speaking with RPGs that did very well on the PS4, we have to talk about The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. That one, you know, CD Projekt Red really did very, very well by making gamers happy by releasing this one. Bloodborne, an amazing PS4 RPG. Love this one. Played it from beginning to end. I had a lot of fun with this one. Obviously, it's super challenging, but as a whole, I really, really enjoyed it. Just that atmosphere and the different areas that you'll explore, creepy elements. Just, this is awesome. I've been talking about RPGs, but great action RPG, East 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. This one is amazing, and it replayed from beginning to end. It is a very, very long game, and I apologize. I have to say, you might hear a little bit of a rattling outside in Tennessee. There's these lots of insects, and sometimes it can be very, very loud. So it is all the time, and I'm really sorry about that if that is distracting, if you hear that. Now, one of the first games that I got, the first game that I got, I ended up getting bundled with my PS4 because on Amazon, I got the launch PS4, the PS4 when it launched, and Amazon was totally sold out. The only way you could get it was if you got it bundled with, you got it bundled with a PlayStation Plus membership and a game. And the game that I chose at the time, well, I don't have that one anymore. A lot of you guys probably know why, but Killzone Shadowfall ended up being able to pick up again, and at GameStop at the time I got it was like $5, which is awesome. This was obviously a first-person shooter, but the folks that made this one are also responsible for Horizon Zero Dawn. PS4 also has amazing third-party games. I already talked about Dragon Age Inquisition, which is on other platforms, but also Titanfall 2 shines on the PS4. Excellent, excellent title. Continue on with PS4 exclusive. This one was kind of like a hit or miss with some gamers. Some gamers liked it. Some gamers were like disappointed with The Last Guardian. This is one that I think was originally supposed to be on the PS3, and it was in development or was delayed. People thought it was canceled. It ended up coming out on the PS4, which is really amazing. And I could go on. There's like I said, games from last generation, or you got Skyrim, you've got more RPGs like Deus Ex, you've got interesting first-person shooters like Prey. I haven't really talked about fighters much, but you've got the Guilty Gear games, you got Street Fighter V, you got Tekken 7, and then you have Tekken 7 was really well received, and Soul Calibur 6. Really well received. I would love it if Sega was to release a new Virtua Fighter, but RPGs, first-person shooters, action games, you have sports titles, the list goes on. Basically, needless to say, the PS4 has something for everyone. For those of you guys that have not gotten a PS4 yet, I hope you've been able to check out some of my videos. I've already done 10 episodes for super cheap games. And so each episode I talk about 8 games you can pick up on the PS4 for cheap. So just in that series alone, I talk about, and I show gameplay. I go over 80 games and on all those games, but any suggestions that you guys have for those of you that are PS4 owners, again, let me know in the comment section below what some of your favorite PS4 games have been. And say if I had never owned a PS4, what games would you recommend to me like that are must plays? But I hope I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys are having fun with your PS4 games and collection. And thank you so much for letting me be part of this journey. And stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, guys, and I'll talk to you later. 100 million!